Doamnelor, domnilor, bună seara, bun venit la o nouă ediție a emisiunii noastre și de această dată, așa cum v-am obișnuit în ultima perioadă, am pentru dumneavoastră o surpriză și sper să vă bucurați de cele aproximativ 25 de minute cât sunteți alături de mine, pentru că în studioul televiziunii noastre TVH 2.0 se află domnul Talgat Kaliev, însărcinatul cu afaceri al Republicii Kazachstan în țara noastră. Cu domnia sa vom vorbi lucruri extrem de interesante. Good evening, Your Excellency, and welcome to our studio.
Good evening, Simona. Thank you for having me today in your program.
First of all, it is normal. My question to you is, since when you are in my country and how do you find Romania?
Today, exactly 1 month since I arrived to Bucharest. I have to say that I have seen a lot of countries during my diplomatic career, but I have to confess that I was really surprised with the beauty of this country, especially with the beauty of the people, their souls.
Yes, and you have only 1 month since you are in Romania and you are already charmed by Romanian people and our tradition. Well, now I want to ask you, which are your main priorities, your goals as a high-level diplomat in Romania? What do you want to achieve while you are staying here?
Oh, before I answer your questions, so let me remind the audience that the relations between our countries are excellent. I have to say that this year we will celebrate the 20th anniversary of establishment of diplomatic relations between Romania and Kazakhstan. We will never forget it, that Romania was among the first countries who recognized the sovereignty and independence of my country in 1992. And since that time, our relation has strengthened. It's in all aspects, both political, cultural, and economic. The exchange of visits of the highest level between the head of states also gave a push for the further cooperation and the relations between our countries.
Yes. Well. You said that our relationships are very good. I know that we just celebrated more than 20 years of history of diplomatic relationships. What do you think can be improved in this kind of relationships that we have from all points of view, economical, social, political, everything? Is it room for improvement for our relationships?
I will avoid the word improvement. So I prefer to use the word perfection.
Perfection, okay.
Perfection, because there is no limits for the strengthening and the further development of bilateral relations. So we can learn a lot of Romania in all aspects, and vice versa. So Romania can learn from Kazakhstan. Especially, as my duty here as a charge d'affaires of the Republic of Kazakhstan in Romania, definitely I will pay attention to all aspects, with special attention to the cultural, human exchange, as well as the economic cooperation. I do know already about the potential of Romanian business, and I'd like, taking this opportunity, to invite a Romanian business in Kazakhstan.
Yes, it's a very good idea, and because you reached this point in our discussion, I want you to respectfully ask you to tell us a few words about the business environment in your country, because as far as I read and I know, it's quite a friendly environment for the business.
Quite right. From the very beginning, the policy of my government, of my president, was aimed to attract foreign investors through creating the most favorable investment climate, which means tax reduction, tax holidays, less bureaucracy, and so on and so on. And for the 20 years, we were able to attract more than $100 billion of foreign investments in our economy. It's absolutely friendly atmosphere for foreign businessmen doing business in Kazakhstan for the time being, and will improve in future.
Yeah, now it's time to talk a little bit about the investments of your country in my country. Because I know they are huge, and we have figures that shows that yes, they are huge.
Exactly. So, you know that Kazakh national company Kazmunaygas, oil company, purchased the Romanian oil company which now calls Rompetrol. I have to say that our hugest, the only one investment abroad of Kazakhstan. Nothing in the world, anything in the world outside of Romania. Definitely we saw, it means and this underlines the quantity and quality of our relations. For us, Romania in this sense is a key partner in Europe, a gate for the Europe, to Europe for Kazakhstan. It's very very serious and so long times on investments of Kazakhstan to your country.
Yes, you know, our president, Mr. Basescu, often talks about the importance of improving the relationship between our country and Kazakhstan. Yes, of course, taking into consideration also the fact that you own a huge oil reserve. I mean, if I remember correctly, it's 3.3% of the world reserve. So how do you think this kind of energy field can be tackled for the benefit of both my country and yours?
If you look at the map, you will see that between Kazakhstan and Romania, just two seas, Caspian Sea and Black Sea. Frankly speaking, we are neighbors. It's just maybe 4 hours flight from Romania to Kazakhstan, direct. You're quite right about the oil reserves in Kazakhstan. I do believe that Kazakhstan will make a major contribution in so-called energy security, which is a key issue of the modern policy and economy, especially in this situation when the prices are so high, and stability of energy security in Europe on stake. It's on stake.
Yes. Well, until now we talked about many issues concerning the relationship between Romania and Kazakhstan, your economical power. Now, my next 3-4 questions until the end of this program will focus on your country. So, in these moments when everybody in Europe and all around the world, everybody is struggling with its economical crisis, how's life in Kazakhstan for normal people?
Well, I shouldn't say that everything is so perfect in my country. Definitely we were also influenced by the economic crisis, and inflation and price rising. All this can be found in Kazakhstan, but keeping in mind that many years ago my President Nazarbayev, he ordered to create a national fund where the revenues for oil sales were accumulated. And now we can use it. This is a huge amount of money over there, which helped us to survive and overcome the consequences, negative consequences of economic crisis. For the time being, we have very ambitious projects on modernization of our economy, in first hand in non-oil sector, in agriculture, infrastructure, IT, and etc., etc. And this is, I guess, will help us just to face with new challenges, because from our point of view, the world crisis, financial crisis, economic crisis will come again.
Oh, that's not a very optimistic point of view.
Unfortunately.
But congratulations for having this kind of fund. It's a very wise decision, because, as you said, now you can take that money from there and save the economy, which is an excellent idea. Maybe a good idea for other countries to inspire.